They're ghosts!
They're not ghosts.
They're ghosts!
They're not ghosts.
They're bloody ghosts, I tell you!
They're not...
It started Scottish and then became something else.
He went Scottish and turned into, like, pirates. Hey guys, welcome to this. I'll do it again. Hey guys, welcome back to Sawdance TV Logs. Today we're talking about the third episode of Season 9 of Doctor Who, Under the Lake. In this episode, the Doctor and Clara...
Chair's moving by itself, it's fucking ghost, guys.
They're not, it's not a ghost.
Fucking ghost.
It's not a ghost.
Fucking ghost.
It's not a ghost.
Fucking ghost.
Not a ghost.
It's not a ghost.
Not a ghost.
It's my foot.
It's your foot. Your foot is not a ghost. Anyway, in this episode, the Doctor and Clara go to an undersea research lab, which immediately reminds me of Soma.
Reminds you of Soma.
Yeah.
You played the first 20 minutes of Soma.
Yeah, but I watched you guys play it.
There's like 8 other hours of Soma.
Yeah, but I watched you guys play it.
You watched like 20 minutes of us play it.
Yeah, but I still know it reminds me of Soma. Whatever. Anyway, and they go there. The TARDIS doesn't like being there for whatever reason because I don't know. And
the TARDIS has feelings.
The TARDIS has feelings because she's a sexy woman.
Okay, so they pop up, right?
Pop in.
They pop in, pop up, pop out.
Boing! Hi, I'm the Doctor.
So it opens with like these researchers, right? And they're like, "Oh, we got a spaceship from underwater," which immediately is like, bad idea, guys.
And there's like some weird like writing on the wall that like nobody knows what it means.
It's all right, and I'm like, it looks like numbers, but whatever.
It does look like numbers.
And then it's just like it cuts to like the same underwater facility, but like the TARDIS is there, and the Doctor's like,
"Oh, one of the
what's wrong, baby?"
Well, the captain. There was a ghost at the research base, and then the captain of the crew died.
Yeah, there was like a ghost in like a top hat, and then the
captain
captain gets hit with big fireball from a spaceship,
and the captain dies, and then the TARDIS, and then
you became skeleton and wrote this.
Don't turn this into a creepypasta. That should be an episode. That should be an episode. The Doctor like in a creepypasta, and he's like, none of this makes any sense. I don't get it. Why is this? Anyway, so the Doctor and Clara are there.
So they pop up in TARDIS. I keep cutting you off.
Yes, you do.
But I'm sorry.
We haven't gotten past like the first like 15 minutes of this episode because you keep retreading.
They pop up in the TARDIS, right?
Yeah.
And Doctor's like, "Hey, TARDIS, what the fuck are we doing here?" And the audience is like, "Hey, Doctor, what the fuck are you doing here?"
And there's ghosts!
They just, like, for no reason are there.
Yeah.
Because.
That's like most of the series. Like, we're here because.
Yeah.
And so they meet up with the research crew, and, you know, the Doctor is saying, like, initially he's like, "Oh, these can't be ghosts because ghosts aren't real."
Ghosts aren't real.
And then he starts thinking about it, and he's like, "Oh my god, they're ghosts."
They're ghosts.
They're ghosts.
They're ghosts.
And then they,
ghosts.
And one of the other research guys dies. He was kind of an asshole. He was kind of like the businessman guy from Aliens. The one that was like, we need
that's what he was.
Exactly what he was.
Exact character.
And so they try to capture the ghosts.
He's the business tycoon who wants to slap everything on a lunchbox and sell it.
Okay, I was doing Aliens. You're doing Jurassic Park.
They're the same character.
Okay. So they try to capture the ghosts, which they do in like a game of Pac-Man, pretty much.
Also, you forgot to mention Captain's deaf.
Oh, not the captain, or like the chief officer, because the black guy was the captain, but the deaf chick is like
above captain. I thought he was like above captain, and then she's the captain.
No, he was the captain. She's like another higher ranking officer. Doesn't matter. She's deaf.
Doesn't matter. Captain's dead, so she's the new captain, and she's deaf.
And she's deaf, which is really cool because it's like the first deaf character.
Diversity.
And the actual actress is deaf. So it's like that's like really cool. I don't know how they did like. I guess they probably had like a sign that you were like screen direction.
Okay, did I miss something about? Okay, I should clarify. I had to watch it because we were playing Pathfinder.
Yeah.
So we had to watch it online. So I had it on really shitty quality, and it was like choppy and like skipping a lot, so I didn't get a whole lot of it. Did I miss something about like why the Doctor can't read sign language?
He just says like, "I deleted it."
Oh.
Like literally,
okay.
he's like, it's okay, I can read sign language, and then she does something really complicated, and he's like, Yeah, no, I think I deleted it.
Okay.
That's
he goes up to the biggest scene, he's like, I don't need you to translate, I can read sign language.
Okay.
And then she does the sign language, and he's like, I don't read sign language, someone else do it.
That's pretty much all. You didn't miss anything. That's just literally just the exact same thing. Also, your Scottish accent is just going everywhere.
It's getting worse.
It's going over England, and it's not in Scotland anymore. Anyway, so they trap the ghosts, and the sign language woman is able to read their lips, and it turns out they're saying like a bunch of phrases over and over again. And
what is it?
I forget what they are. It's like
the darkness, the sword, the
Forsaken and the temple.
temple.
And the Doctor realizes that these are coordinates.
They're coordinates.
And then he realized that those markings on the wall of the spaceship are like some sort of like psychic earworm or something that like gets stuck in your head. So even as you die, you're still repeating them over and over again. Which is what the pilot of the ship wanted, so that you could be able to find the suspended animation chamber that was lost from the spaceship at the bottom of the lake or whatever.
But who is this mysterious pilot?
I'm guessing it's going to be the big villain guy from the second part. Oh yeah, this is a two-parter, by the way.
This is a two-parter.
There's a lot of two-parters in this
Say
season.
that. This is the first half of a two-parter, so we don't have all the answers.
80% of the episodes in this season are two-parters, which I'm not complaining about. Those are like bigger stories, which I like. And so they find this suspended animation chamber. They can't open it because it's deadlocked. Plot convenience. And then
his sonic screwdriver can't open deadlocks.
The sonic glasses. He doesn't have a screwdriver and he has the sonic sunglasses.
Oh yeah.
Which make a return appearance. It's gonna come back. Moffat said it's not gonna be gone forever. There are people like actually like petitioning to bring it back.
What, the screwdriver or the
glasses?
glasses?
The screwdrivers. The screwdriver.
I mean, I'm assuming it's coming back.
It's gonna come back. Like the guy said it was gonna be. Anyway.
Okay, finish up what the episode's about.
So then the ghosts start flooding the. I hate you. The ghosts start flooding the station, and those are mine, by the way. The ghosts start flooding the station. The Doctor ends up leaving Claire and half the crew behind, but he's like, you know, I'll come back for you. I'm gonna go back in time to learn more about what this alien is or whatever in the spaceship.
That's the scene where it got really choppy for me because I was watching it in like really shitty quality. Like, what happens? How do they get separated? Like,
doors, the flood doors are closing, and the Doctor and like two other people from the crew end up getting across the other side. Okay. But it closes before Claire and the other half can get across.
So they just close at inconvenient times.
Okay. Yeah, and they're separated, and the Doctor's like, I'll come back for you. I'm gonna go back in time.
I figured that was what happened, I just didn't know.
I'm gonna go back in time, learn more about what this alien is, and then I'll come back for you. And then he leaves in the TARDIS.
Because he has a time machine.
And then, because he has a time machine.
Because he's the Doctor.
And he leaves in the TARDIS. And Claire with the other crew is like, you know, oh, don't worry, he'll be fine. And then they look out the window into the lake, and there's another ghost standing out there, but the ghost is the Doctor!
Ba ba ba!
He'll be fine. Anyway, so that's the episode. Pros.
What's it would like? I didn't write notes. I'm lying.
He didn't write notes. I like, I said this before, but I like how they have a deaf character in the show because it's like
diverse.
The diversity and like it's just like, and also it also helps a lot with the plot because like the ghosts, they don't speak, but they can mouth things because like when you're a ghost, I guess you don't have a voice. So that's kind of like, oh, we have this person who can read lips, and all the ghosts do is just speak words, but no words come out. So that's kind of cool. They're not ghosts, by the way.
They're ghosts.
They're not ghosts.
They're
some sort of electromagnetic signle that is using people's consciousness or something. I don't know.
Ghosts.
Let's play it in the next episode.
They're ghosts.
Anyway, and what else did I like? I thought it was creepy overall. Good atmosphere. Very Soma Bioshock-like.
It reminded me of Water on Mars, for whatever reason. I don't know why.
The Waters of Mars, the episode where... Are you talking about the Doctor Who episode?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Doctor Who episode, Waters on Mars.
The Waters of Mars.
I often think takes place on the moon, and then you correct me.
It's called the Waters of Mars!
I forget.
Must take place on the moon!
I don't remember what the episode was called, Matthew.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. It does remind me of that because it's kind of like the whole, you know, crews getting picked off one by one. And
there's a lot of running in this episode.
There's a lot of running. when the series, like when I first started watching it, I didn't like the episodes where it was like, oh, the Doctor's at some sort of like base or whatever, and there's all of these crew, but I know they're all gonna be killed off one by one, so I don't really care about them. But for whatever reason, like the newer series, like I actually kind of like stories like that, and it's because I feel like the characters, like the crew and the lives, aren't as like they're more developed. Because I felt like in the Tennant series, I feel like that whenever they did episodes like this, the crew's just kind of like, oh, we're the crew.
Yeah.
You know we're gonna die.
Like the most recent like Christmas special.
Yeah.
I thought all the characters in that were really.
Yeah. No. Like now when I do stories like this, so it's like the Doctor's with the crew, but you know they're gonna die anyway.
You feel for the characters.
I feel for the characters.
They're not like just throw away like they're all gonna die by the end of this.
Yeah. No. Like I like stories, and I think it's also because like this is a two-parter, so you can like know the characters more.
Yeah.
Also, the one I'm gonna go
fuck up my laptop. I threw it really, really far.
I'm gonna go super like nerdy. I'm gonna go like super nerdy and like do the nitpicky thing you say about Doctor
super
Who.
Fucking sweaty.
The Doctor brings up the fact that the first ghost who dressed like in Victorian garb is an alien from a previous episode, which is the episode where they're like in like from the 11th Doctor, where they're in a hotel and being like hunted by a Minotaur. Do you remember that episode?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember like the rat alien in there that like came from the planet that like always surrenders?
Yeah.
That's what that species is.
Then why hasn't he surrendered?
Exactly. The Doctor's like they're normally not violent. Which I guess this episode was written by the same guy who wrote that episode. So I thought that was kind of cool. Like they're bringing back like a really minor alien species and like.
I didn't pick up on that because I don't know the names of all the species.
Yeah, I know. Like he just said, I didn't remember the name of the species. But
Wasn't
he's like,
it okay? This has nothing to do with this episode, but like the Doctor looks like they all have like in that episode before, like they all have like a room assigned to them, right? Or something like that. Like they open the door and like they see like, the worst fear.
Yeah, in the hotel. Yeah.
Doesn't the Doctor open the door?
Yeah.
What the fuck did he see?
The War Doctor.
Was that like an actual thing that was answered?
I mean, everybody assumes so because he looks in it and he's just like, oh, of course, who else would it be? So I'm assuming he saw the theory, which I don't know if it's been confirmed or not.
It's a big assumption.
I know it's a big assumption, but like it makes sense.
Okay.
That he would see like himself from the Time War.
I was just curious because I thought like, if they're tying into that, then maybe they'll bring it up here. I don't know.
Yeah, no. Anyway, back to
this episode.
Back to this episode. I don't know. What did you like?
Oh,
I like the Doctor has cue cards because because the Doctor sees something because after the captain dies or whatever.
He gets all excited. He's like, "Oh, it's a ghost!" But then like the dev chick is like, "He was our friend."
And then Claire pulls the Doctor, and the Doctor pulls out like cue cards that have like pre-written like statements of like.
And he's just like, "I'm very sorry for the loss of your friend / family / pet."
I will do whatever it takes to right this wrong. I'm like, I like that he has like cue cards for like human emotions now.
That's great. It kind of shows that like he since the last episode he's been like just traveling with Clara for a while now.
Yeah.
And he just pops up here.
Yeah.
For reasons.
Yeah. And Clara's like, I want to go on new adventures. And the Doctor's like, you should stop being so cocky. You're gonna get yourself killed. Foreshadowing. He's gonna fucking die this season. I'm calling it right now. I don't know. What did you like?
I liked, like you said, the crew. The characters are cool.
Yeah.
The ghosts are freaky.
Ghosts are freaky. They
have
like no eyes.
They have no eyes.
And it's really.
They're all misty and shit.
And
they're sort of see-through.
They can pick up stuff though.
They can pick up metal.
They can pick up metal.
Yeah.
Which I hope they explain what this is because like they can't be ghosts. I mean, it's not true. There are no ghosts. It's either Cybermen or a time traveler trapped in a different dimension or. Not ghosts. Can't be ghosts. Ghosts don't exist. The one time it was Robin Hood, but that's the only time that is allowed to happen on this show. And maybe Santa Claus, but you know, we don't know. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm just ranting about ghosts.
But like I mean pretty much you said everything. Like the atmosphere was good, creepy. I had to watch it in shitty quality, so like I don't know. I'm kinda like down here, he had better quality.
They might like replay it this week.
Yeah, I'll probably catch it this week.
Yeah, because
just to make sure.
I think they end up repeating like the episode before.
Yeah, usually that's what they did the last time.
Yeah, okay, so you'll probably be able to catch it. You want to go on the cons now?
Hold on, I got one more thing.
Alright then, alright.
I liked the lack of a really powerful scene that was then erased completely.
Oh my god! It's a different episode, stop bitching about it!
Alright, now we can move on to
Davros is a dick! I don't know what you want from him!
character development, please.
He's pretty much a Dalek! Their character development is exterminate!
That's not character.
Anyway, cons,
Anyway.
the first thing to come on with cons is that the last episode immediately loses, like, weight because we know the Doctor's not going to die.
Yeah.
Because, like, which is kind of a problem with, like, cliffhangers like this in Doctor Who, because, like, you know they're not gonna die, but, like, I guess the cliffhanger's more like how it happens, like, if they're not really ghosts, like, the Doctor doesn't really die then, or maybe he will, I don't know.
Yeah, there was a significant lack of reference to the last 2 episodes.
Which,
It was super detached.
I kind of like, but at the same point, like, yeah, but...
It was like, that was a huge thing that happened. How do you just move on now? Alright, whatever. Let me move on.
He still has the Sonic sunglasses.
He still has the sunglasses.
I guess that's kind of like a...
Which, I mean...
They're not as cool as the Sonic screwdriver.
As long as he gets a screwdriver in the next 1 or 2 episodes, I'll be alright.
I don't think the next one or two. He might have a... I'm guessing end of the season he'll get it back.
Yeah, but like...
Or like he'll get a new one.
Like, they're cool as like a little gag for a few episodes, but like, I don't want them to be permanent.
Yeah, no, I don't think it will be. I mean, he's gotten rid of it before, and he's had like different Sonic weapons. Like he had like a Sonic Lance or something back in like the 80s.
One con, I don't feel like a lot happened really in this episode.
It was mainly set up.
Yeah, I feel like it was a lot of setup, which like now the next episode is a huge weight. Like now it has to have all the payoff.
I feel like it will because like from what I've seen of it, it looks like shit's gonna go down.
Shit's going down. One other thing that I brought up, like, because the time period of when this base exists is what, 2119?
2119.
I think they said. Like. It's just a little thing because it's not really like a huge deal, but it's like this is a guy who can time travel whenever he wants, right?
Yeah.
Whenever and wherever.
As long as it's not a fixed point.
Yeah, and like
as long as himself isn't there.
I don't know. I get a little bit like my like excitement level goes down when I see like, oh, he just went forward 100 years. Or like he just went back like 100 years, or like 10 years, or he's just in the same time and he's just somewhere else. It's like I missed like the episodes back when like they one of the earlier episodes was like they went to the last day of planet Earth, and I'm like,
well, I mean, after that, where the fuck do you go?
I don't know.
The day after.
The day after the last day of planet Earth.
It's black, Rose. It's fucking black. I don't know what you wanted.
I don't know. I just kind of want them to I get like they've done a lot of stuff, but like I want like to branch out more in both directions. Like
they're gonna go to Vikings. They're gonna go to Vikings in an episode coming up, so don't worry about that.
Good. I don't know. That's just my thing. I'm like why are we sticking to like this or the next century? Can we go this way?
The easy answer is the budget.
Yeah. There's also that.
Also, the TARDIS brought him there, so like
yeah.
I don't know.
That was my other thing. One more thing, and then I'll let you finish up with whatever cons you have.
Okay.
The like, I get TARDIS just pops up places, but just like putting the Doctor in a place to have the Doctor in a place so you can have an episode is.
I think in one of the episodes, like the episode where the TARDIS became a human or whatever, I think she said that she doesn't take the Doctor where she wants to go. She takes the Doctor where he needs to be.
Yeah, I know, and I remember that. But it's like,
okay, fuck you.
He just like it's just literally like, oh. It's just like we have this big opening of like, okay, we found the spaceship in the set, the guy died, and then Doctor's here. For reasons.
Okay.
I don't know. It was kind of like...
Also, like, she doesn't like the ghosts because, like, they're supposed to be dead. Why aren't they dead? Ah!
So, and then, like, okay, so the TARDIS comes to this place, and it's like, alright, Doctor, do your thing. And then 5 minutes later, it's like, I gotta go. TARDIS is like, I don't want to be here anymore. This isn't right. I'm like, fucking...
I don't know.
What's the word? Like, fucking...
Inconsistency? Make your mind, bitch.
Oh, what's bipolar fucking TARDIS over here? That's the word I was looking for, was bipolar fucking TARDIS.
The only other thing I'll say as a con is, like, I kind of wish we knew the captain more before he died, because, like, the actor that plays him is kind of like, he's not really a huge name, but, like when I heard he was going to be, because he played, the commissioner in Batman Begins and The Dark Knight.
Okay.
So when I heard he was going to be in the episode, I was kind of like, oh, I guess we have kind of like a bigger name British guy in this episode. And then he just got immediately killed. So I was kind of hoping he would have like a bigger role before he died, but like that's a minor.
He's murdered to shit.
Also, the black guy dies first. I'm just saying. Like,
technically, the top hat guy dies first.
Okay, the fucking alien dies first, and then the black guy dies first, and then the fucking rich asshole dies first. At least the deaf girl survives. At least so far.
Yeah, and then also like there's the one scene where like the one guy who like it was the translator for the deaf chick, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes into like a room to like hide, and one ghost goes in there and is like about to kill him and then doesn't, because he didn't look at the numbers in the ship.
Oh, is that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize.
That was the whole thing, like, because he was the only person that wasn't allowed on the spaceship.
Oh, that's right.
So he doesn't have the coordinates in his brain, so there's no reason to kill him.
Oh, I forgot about that.
I caught on to something that he did.
And you were watching the shitty version. I didn't even catch that.
I'm so proud.
Oh, this show is so damn clever. So yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Yeah. Next episode, the Doctor goes back in time to
dies
before the flood. That's
the
episode's called before the flood. Okay. And he.
What was this episode called?
Under the Lake. Under the Lake. I said at the beginning. And there's going to be an alien that floods things, I guess. I don't know.
And he's gonna die, but not really.
And the alien is.
Okay. I don't understand.
I know you don't.
If he dies in the next episode and becomes a good, why didn't he just fucking regenerate?
I don't know. Probably because he didn't really die.
But then how did he become a ghost?
I don't know. Probably because they're not really ghosts. and the alien...
Well, we'll find out in the next episode.
Next episode, guest starring the lead singer from Slipknot as the alien. As the voice, anyway. We've brought this up like 5 times!
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like... Because I thought it was this episode, but then I was like, there wasn't an alien in this
it's the next episode, because he's doing the scream for the alien and whatever.
Yeah.
So, we'll see you guys there. They're not ghosts.
It's gonna sound like Satan.
They're not ghosts.
They're ghosts.
Not ghosts.
Ghosts.
I don't care what the Doctor says. The Doctor lies.
On the ground.
Not ghosts!